Hi viewers, welcome to Institute of Basics. We share basics in the form of videos. Do visit our website instituteofbasics.com to see more such content.
Today we are going to see the basics of education. So let's begin. We are going to cover these points throughout the presentation. Education is one of the most powerful survival tools that every human being should have, and it is a combination of learning knowledge. Ideally, it is divided into three levels in most of the countries. The age requirement for primary or kindergarten ranges from 6 to 10 years, whereas for secondary, higher, and university, it ranges from 10 to 15 years, 17 to 25 years, and 25 or above, respectively. In APAC region, Asian countries have primary, lower secondary, upper secondary levels, followed by 11th and 12th grade. In short, it can be classified as 10 plus 2 system of education, followed by university education. Whereas Australia and New Zealand defines the secondary school system in the form of years. Example, 4th standard is equals to 7th year, so on, and 10th standard is equals to 13th year. And the organizational structure is divided into Catholic and independent schools. The EMEA region, we have European and African countries. Including the year system that we discussed, there are key stages and forms defining the secondary school structure, whereas the African countries follow the same as Asian countries and is free till secondary school. Now comes the Americas region. They follow four levels, which includes initial, primary, secondary, high in grade system from 6th to 15th grade, and two systems containing mother tongue language primary and mother tongue language secondary system. Usually students around the world prefer to travel European or American region to pursue graduation and masters from the reputed universities. Let's move on to vocational courses. People give less priority to vocational courses. These courses are evergreen and people can earn a lot by selecting these as a career path, which includes technical knowledge and on the job training to get more practical knowledge. These courses can be selected post secondary or higher education. Many students get benefit by gaining license to some common courses that are listed. Coming to the variety of subjects and examinations. There are around 10 plus subjects that primary school students should focus. Few of them are art, science, social, language, whereas there are around 40 plus subjects for secondary school students. That includes geography, history, elaborating social studies, biology, chemistry, physics, elaborating science, and others like physical training, mathematics, health and hygiene. The examination is divided broadly into three types. Academic occurs every quarterly, half-yearly, annually. Admission examination, which is commonly called entrance test, and certification examination that tests competency level. Now let's look at the various streams and paths. The big dilemma for students is choosing a course and college to get a degree. These are the major categories for higher education which students can choose as their career path or stream. In general, we have law, medicine, veterinary, which requires critical thinking, team working skills, information literacy, ethical judgment, decision making, etc. Then comes liberal art, which includes psychology, linguistics, mathematics as profession. Music, philosophy, political science also includes in liberal art. Then comes engineering design, which has structural engineering, material engineering, machinery engineering. Then comes performing arts, which includes dance, music, material. Then comes plastic or visual arts, which includes 3D animation, clay art, and paint visuals. Then comes vocational, which we have already seen in the previous slide. So the last but not the least is professional higher education, which includes electrical engineering, computer science engineering, medical field. Other subjects include industrial engineering, agriculture engineering, etc. Now comes the final point of this topic, classroom or online training. Classroom is better than online. Technology gadgets should be far away from students, at least till they complete primary education. For primary education, technology can be best under parents' supervision, whereas parents can help their children to complete their homework and clear their doubts using the technology. However, online learning is best for short-term courses and to get your questions answered easily.
With this, I conclude the video. Hope you liked it and learned something new today. Stay tuned with us by subscribing and sharing your valuable suggestions if you want to see more such videos and learn basics. Thank you.